There that goes. And now dare we put TikTok live. See what happens here, shall we? Oh, for God's sake. There we go, that's better. Right, TikTok is sorted. I bet you love all this, don't you? This is why you come here for these insightful streams. Happy days. Right. We are live, thank goodness. Oh dear, well, cheers everyone. Happy, what day is it? Monday? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all doing alright. You want to go to Lowy, Patrick? Fun fact, I'm going there in April, for real. Can't wait. So yeah, we'll need to practice that one, I think, won't we? We will need to practice this one. We are at Berlin-Brandenburg at the moment, so I thought we might just see if we can plant one down here. Just get our eye in a little bit. What I'd like to do is also have another go at Madeira, because I thought that was pretty fun last time. JP, developer of FSI Panel. The piece of software we're going to be using tonight, FSI Panel, which is here. What this does, for those that don't know, I feel like I go on about FSI Panel all the time. It's because I really love it. But every time I do, people are like, what's that? But I always assume that I've gone on about it so much that people must know. But obviously they don't. So I guess I'll keep going on about it, which is fine by me, because it's a really cool piece of software. You basically tell it the airport, tell it the runway, select your fix. You can do downwind, vectors, base, long final, short final. And then you're good to go. So if I were to now click on Move Aircraft, what will happen is it's basically going to set the plane up for us. And obviously, like things like the Phoenix, they're quite, well, I say quite, very complex airliners. So to get them into a landing configuration is actually quite a bit of work to do every time. So what it's saying now is everything is ready. Set your thrust levers to the climb detent. There we go. And now it's chucked us up in the air. It will continue to configure itself. And when it's ready, it will tell us to stamp on the brakes. Then we can have a go at landing. Super nice bit of software. Super duper nice. Hey, people from TikTok are coming in. Every time someone joins on TikTok, it comes up saying so-and-so joined, say hi. And every time that happens, I'm like, oh, someone's chatting, but they're not. But rest assured, I see you all. Good evening, how are you? Nice to see you. Nice one, Airbus guy. Love to see it. Love to see it. Cool. So we are just getting ourselves ready, really. Or FSI Panel is. Shouldn't take too long. Happy days. There we go. We have control. So let's start out with the approach button. Hey Lily, how you doing? Yeah, that was fun to make that video. I wasn't sure actually if people were going to like it. But it seems to be doing really well. YouTube give you a 1 out of 10 rating for like your videos. So out of your last 10 videos, it tells you how well you're doing with the current video. And this one's a 1 out of 10, which means it's actually one of the best. Which is unusual for me. Usually it's like a 6 or a 7, which basically means mediocre. Trouble is, if you have a good run, like I had a good run when Flight Sim 24 came out, and as a result, my figures were up, my viewing numbers are up. So now, now kind of a lot of the buzz has died down, if I now just make a video that does as well as videos did pre-2024, YouTube's like, you're not doing as well. It's like, I know I'm not doing as well. That's because Flight Sim 24, all the buzz has gone. Now, just, like, stop having a go at me. I'm trying really hard over here. Right. Let's get some yoke cam on the go, shall we? Disable the autopilot. See if we can not make a horse's ass of ourselves.
500.
Now, this to me already from this angle looks like the Pappies and the glide slope are not quite right. We are at a default airport, of course, so that could be why. I mean, look at where that touchdown zone is. It's like basically runway then touchdown zone. Can't see us making that touchdown zone if we maintain this angle with the Pappies. I don't know, having said that, maybe we will. Maybe we will.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard. Drive.
Oh, a little bit squirmish on the centre line, but other than that, I don't like the feel of these rudder pedals. This could be a good night, actually, to try and configure our inputs a little bit, because my rudder pedals don't feel good. Oh, you've got a stream deck. Nicely, well done. Yeah, what are you planning to use it for? Kind of like top panel stuff, or just general stuff? Happy days. And the beauty of FSI panel is we can just have another go. There we go. Easy peasy, am I right? How's it going, Stu? Let's give FSI panel a minute here. Goody goody. Cheers for the follow, Dexter. I've got a quick question after having MSFS 2024 refunded. Is it worth buying now? Honestly, I don't know, Stu, because I feel like some people I talk to are like, yeah, it's fine, no problem, performing better than ever. Some people I talk to are like, it's still awful. So my experience is it's a lot better than it was. However, for me, I'm not ready to give up 2020 because PMDG isn't over here yet. And until such a time that they are, I can't get rid of 2020. Now, that doesn't mean to say 2024 is not worth buying. I kind of look at it that 2024 is almost an inevitability, like this is the way it's going, whether we like it or not. So yeah, feel free to buy it, but you might not get everything you want out of it immediately, but in the long term you will. Probably hardware configs do, to be honest. That's probably the biggest thing that's doing it. Oh, somebody's just given me a rose. Thanks, guys. Gotta be honest, don't fully understand what that means. The whole like giving roses and stuff on TikTok. I'm kind of sounding like a boomer now probably, but
500.
Whatever it is, I'm very grateful, thank you very much. Old man yells at cloud.
400.
What I love about 2024, look at those fields. You see like the little dimples in the fields and the terrain. Oh, get that nose down, boy. Come on. Oh, here we go. Look, too busy yapping.
200. 100.
that's a bit better. Bit better that. Not right on the markers. Well, actually nowhere near on the markers, but beautifully smooth. I was going for the butter on that one. We greased that one. So people in the YouTube chat are talking to someone called Jonathan, but I can't see Jonathan's message. That's weird. Oh, Jonathan. There you are, right at the top. Sorry about that, Jonathan. Yeah, 737 tips, probably A330 driver is your best bet, because he used to be a 737 pilot. Flattered that Adad says to watch me, but I'd probably watch A330 driver, to be honest. To be honest. I'm just an idiot in a shed. He's an actual pilot. Right. Someone on TikTok says, I saw your video on the PMDG 777 freighter and loved it. Nice one. Awesome. I'm glad you did. That video's not doing very well, though. Got to be honest. Ramby, how's it going, mate? Yeah, that video is really not performing well. Every time I look at the statistics, YouTube's like, this isn't doing so well. Try doing this and that. It's like, no. Like, I know what I'm doing. Just chill, YouTube. What it is, if you try and do anything that's a little bit out of the ordinary on YouTube, it's quite tricky to get the ball rolling. So it's going to need that format's going to need a little bit of perseverance, I think. Whereas if I was to do like a, I don't know, NVIDIA 4070 versus 5070 comparison video, which is kind of in line with a lot of the content I do, like YouTube would just snap that up. But if I do something a little bit different, it takes a while for it all to kick in. God damn, it's hot now. I need to turn my AC on. Oh, that's better. That's better. Now we started. Right, where should we go? Where shall we go? Wouldn't mind trying Madeira again. What's Madeira's code? The LMPA? No. Is it? LM? No. Ah! Anyone know Madeira's code? What's my favourite plane? In the sim, probably the 737. Probably. LPMA, that's what it is. I knew it was something MA. Right, let's give it a quick go, shall we? So we'll do right hand downwind. Do 0.5. We were what am I doing? Yeah, right hand downwind. And our profile we'll put on final. And we should be good. How's it going, Pluto? Alright, levers into climb. Now, JP, developer of FSI panel, and all-round good guy, told me a little trick for landing at Madeira. You want to be at about 1100 feet when you get to the coast, and if you use track FPA mode, you get the little birdie come up here on your PFD, and the tip of the tail of the birdie, which is basically representing your plane, if you keep that on the artificial horizon, that will give you roughly a 3-degree approach, which is what we want. That's what we want. Where's Madeira? Hidden by the wing. EDDK. Jaden, how's it going? A380 fan. Yeah, we should fly the A380 more on the channel. Trouble is, long haul's tricky for me. I just don't have the time. Evening, Lucas. Right, what is going on here? Why is this taking so long? VQER, what's that, Philip? Generally okay if the codes start with an EG, but anything else I'm a little bit like, ugh, don't know what that is. Lone Dread, I missed your previous question. Would you mind doing a copy paste for us?
2,500.
Right, and here we go. Here we go. Okay, hold it on the brakes. Why? That's better. Right. Okay, let's get rid of those flight directors. Why are we so high? It started us at 2,300 a minute ago. That's not right. Oh, Paro, yeah. I don't know if FSI panel will be able to, like, put us on the actual SID to get us in there properly. It might. I've tried that before, and if I do it on, like, a final, it just, like, basically puts you straight into a mountain. That's the problem. Yeah, we're far too high. Not sure what's happened here. There's the airport. Okay, coming down far too quickly. Oh, John, nice fly sim setup. Nice, thank you. Thanks for coming by.
2,500.
Right, this is going to be a ditch it and run situation. Because we need to plant the plane down so we can restart ourselves, I think. Okay, if we can get ourselves into a reasonable position by the time we get to the coast, which we sort of are. A little bit high, I'll grant you. Yeah, 4 whites on the pathies. But that could soon all correct itself. There we go, 3 whites, getting that. This will be a rescue if we do it, I can tell you that much now.
500.
Just waiting for that terrain to load in.
400. 300. 100. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Well, considering we had a rough start, not too disappointed with that, to be honest. That was alright. Not bad, that. Right, we need to try one more time. Oh, right, Lone Dread. What was your question? Wanted to know the likelihood of a stream. Oh, to be honest, I always struggle with that, with people asking when am I going to stream, because it's
too low terrain.
It's tricky. I have done it before where like one person asking me has essentially guilted me into doing it, and then no one turned up, and I was like, oh, that was stupid. But if I'm going to stream, I'll schedule it when I know when I can. And sometimes that's an hour before, and I'm sorry, but the way life is with kids and job and everything, it's the best I can do. Like tonight, it was 90% chance I wasn't going to do it. And then 7:30, it kind of became clear that I might be able to. And here we are. What I would like to do in an ideal world is stream in the daytimes and not go to work. But that's a very difficult thing to do. That and the streams make precisely bugger all money for the channel at the moment. That's the trouble. Now, I'm sure there's a tipping point where that might change. But right now it's kind of like throwing money away, streaming, because it's like, oh, if you could be making a video that could earn you a day's wage, then you probably should do that instead. I don't know, it's hard. It's hard. Okay, so what we're doing, like, to be clear, it's an ambition of mine to quit my job one day and do this. I know some people think that's a really dumb idea and it will never happen, and maybe it won't, but I got to try. So on that basis, I have to kind of follow the numbers a little bit. Now, my hope is that with these kind of VATSIM style videos, I recorded the one I did, the last video, the 777 Freighter. I kind of recorded that off stream and made the video out of it, did the edit, but it felt a little bit weird kind of flying without you all. But I've been thinking, like, well, I need to not be live streaming and talking to chat if I'm going to try and make a video that's going to be like edited down and cool. But during the process of that edit, I came to realise that actually I could have streamed this and edited it all out and it would have been perfect. So, as I intend to do more videos like the 777 Freighter edited full flight VATSIM video, there too grows the motivation to stream if you could stream it. I really hope I can, because I love streaming. But it's just like the least profitable form of content you can imagine. If someone donates, it changes it entirely. But if you're relying on like Google ads, it's not good.
1,000.
Okay. About 1,000 feet as we get to the coast. I think I'm coming too low here, to be quite honest with you. Some days I do wake up and I'm tempted to be like, right, I'm not going to make a video today. I'm just going to stream all day. And maybe something will happen. Oh, this is looking better already. 2 reds, 2 whites. Which probably means I'll naff it up on the touchdown now.
500.
Oh, oh, oh. Come on.
4.
Why is my runway so blurry? Stu, what were you saying about Flight Sim 24?
300.
Oh, I've gone a bit high.
200. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Drive.
No, that wasn't great, was it? That was a bit hairy, that one. That was a bit hairy. Ugh. Right. What are the mods on the throttle? I 3D printed them. There's a video on the channel where I explain it all. Hey, FS Reviews. Nice to see you. Could you land this in less than 2 minutes, please? I don't have long left. No. Sorry. Actually, I'm not. I have a question about lossless scaling. When I activate it in 2020, all the textures are blurry. Oh. That's a new one. Nate, how's it going? Set Production says Jesus loves me, so that's good, I guess. Evening, Jason. I'll tell you what, it's really confusing keeping track of like 4 chats. I've got Twitch chat, I've got YouTube vertical, I've got YouTube normal, and I've got TikTok. Being a pro streamer tonight. Right, we'll give this one more go. Oh, I really want my joystick to get here. It's not long now, is it?
2,500.
Assuming when they said February, they didn't mean the end of February. Oh, I've got a new toy as well. I bought a cheap and nasty... don't know if you can see it. Let me see this here? This is a touchscreen, cheap and nasty piece of junk off of Amazon of a monitor. But it's really good. Can't believe it. Right, let me get on the ground and I'll explain. What it is, I wanted to have my charts on display for when I'm on VATSIM, so you can see what I see. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll buy an iPad and I'll have my charts on an iPad. And then I thought, well, what if I buy an iPad, I'm going to need to buy a capture card. I'm going to need to buy some, like, you know, USB Type-C to HDMI dongle into a capture card. That's more money. That's like probably flakiness as well in there as well sometimes. And it's Wasp on the channel said, why don't you get a touchscreen monitor? That's what I use. I was like, oh, yeah. So it's actually attached to my streaming PC, and I use the Navigraph Charts app in it. Because it's attached to my streaming PC, it means I can just capture the monitor and overlay it on the stream. But the touch quality is awesome. It's literally as good as an iPad, I would say. Like the way you can pinch to zoom and pan it. I'll show you in a minute. It's super cool. Right. It's got to be time to start descending, isn't it? This is where a VR headset would come in really handy, isn't it? There you go. Everyone do what Lee says. Don't forget to hit the like button. The like button is free. Okay, now JP, developer of FSI panel and Real World Pilot, said you want to be at about 1,100 feet at the coast. Which we are slightly above, aren't we? But not by a ton. But we will have to make that back. We really want to have like a 3-degree kind of approach here, and we're going a bit heavy on that.
1,000.
Right, here we go.
500.
Oh no.
400.
I'm snaking. I'm snaking. I'm going high. This is all going wrong. This should be if this was at VATSIM, I'd be going around right now.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
Okay, all things considered, that turned out alright. That's better than I thought. Flippin' heck. That wasn't so bad. How am I live twice at the same time? Skills. Super skills. Evening, Paul. Right. Yeah, let me show you... let me show you my very cool new charts app. There we go. So this is what it will look like when we are live. Oh yeah, Paul, we were squirming around there like a really squirmy thing on final, Paul. That was not ideal. But yeah, this is my touchscreen monitor. So I've got the Navigraph Charts app here, and I can just kind of pinch to zoom. So if we're on VATSIM, this is Stansted, we can see our taxi instructions, and crucially you can see it all too. And it kind of leaves a little touch marker, so I'm hoping you can see... No, that doesn't actually come through, does it? Damn it. Calm down, Anthony, it's all going to be fine. You'll live. But yeah, really liking this. So hopefully that will make our live streams a little bit cooler. Does it show when I draw on it? Where's the draw button? Is that the draw button up there? How do you draw on it? Where's the draw button? Ah. But yeah, this screen was like... This touchscreen monitor that I've got was like 90 quid. And I had a load of Amazon vouchers for Christmas because I'm notoriously bad to buy for. People never know what to get me. Oh, the charts themselves. Okay, let's just bring up this one then. Okay, that's got to be the pen, right? Hopefully you can see that. not forever IDST. There we go. Yes. Sweet. But yeah. Quietly impressed with that. I was thinking maybe I should make a video. I don't know if that'd actually interest anybody. Maybe it will. Sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes you really just don't know what's going to work and what's going to not work. Right. Shall we... Where should we go? Where should we go? What scenery have I got? Got Edinburgh. I've got Paro. I don't know how to do Paro with this piece of software because I don't know how you'd start it, like at kind of the point where you need to actually enter the mountains and all that. I've tried it before on a final approach and it just puts you in the mountain, which is a bit awkward. Let's do. I'll tell you what, can we just do Amsterdam real quick? Because I want to see what the quality of the airport's like at Amsterdam, because I'd like to start flying into Amsterdam. However, I'm not entirely sure the quality of the airport on here is going to be up to scratch. Why is Copilot just launched? Copilot. Everything is ready. Release the parking brake. Rob, this is MSFS 2024. Yeah, so I want to... slight indulgence on my part. I want to just see what the state of play is of Amsterdam, because I would like to start flying into here, but I'm always like, yeah, but it's default. Is it going to be good enough for that sim? Because it's a big, complicated airport, isn't it? God damn, we've got nearly 90 people watching us on the YouTube vertical. It's crazy. And only 21 likes. Come on, guys, what's the matter with you? Unbelievable. YouTube vertical needs to have a word with itself, I think. Haven't seen your video yet, but I saw you were testing out lossless. Good news in the end. I think if I, say for example, I still had my 3070 and I was running at 1080p, which I used to with my 3070, and I really wanted to get to 60 FPS, but I was hard stuck at 50 or 30, sorry, I would probably look to use it, because it's going to save you a quid or two, isn't it? It means you don't have to buy a 40 series. That's who I think it's really aimed at. Now the 20X, the whole 20X frame gen thing, not sure that's ready for prime time, but it was fun to test it. But there is a balance. You can get a nice balance out of it, which I hope the video shows.
1,000.
Can't play on a monitor now. You played it in VR. Yeah, I can imagine that. I can imagine that. Tell you what would be cool to do in a minute is to have a go in the A330, because I'm fairly convinced that the controls are all a bit skew with. My sensitivities are all not good in the A330, so I'd like to maybe take a minute and get them nailed down. I think my sensitivities are too high.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Right, we'll just quickly taxi to the terminal. I just want to see what this is like, because this is, I haven't paid for anything for Amsterdam. A330's too twitchy. Yeah. That's what I found, Philip. Way too twitchy. Nice one, Rob. That'd be a good upgrade. What are my frames doing? That doesn't look good, does it? That's okay. It's just a momentary blip. How do I get off this runway? I was hoping to make a right turn and head towards the terminal, but maybe not. Tell you what, we'll use the drone camera. Say faffing about. Okay, so what's going on? This looks handcrafted to me. Am I right in saying that? The default Amsterdam is handcrafted? Trying to work out this. Yeah, this looks handcrafted to me. And the taxiway markings look pretty good, which indicates to me we might be able to get away with this on VATSIM. What do you think? Anyone tried this on VATSIM? That don't look bad. I mean, I'm not too worried about interiors and stuff like that with custom airports, as long as like the terminal building looks halfway decent. You know, like that. That looks fine. And as long as the taxiways and the stands and the gates and all that stuff are good, I would say we don't need to go digging into our pocket. As much as I would love a fancy one that's handcrafted, if we can save ourselves 20 quid or whatever it is. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do me. Sweet. Right, let's jump back in. Right. What about... Someone else getting triggered by my Boeing yoke and Airbus throttles. You're not the first and you won't be the last. Let's go San Francisco. I think it's a great combination, personally, because if you're going to fly Airbus and Boeing, which I do, because I've got a stick over here, I think basically most people see the yoke Most people see the throttles and they just get triggered and have to make a comment. What they don't often realise is I've got a stick over here for flying Airbus. So this is my Airbus config. This is my Boeing config. These Airbus throttles are better, in my opinion, at going between Boeing and Airbus than Boeing throttle would be to do the same thing. What is going on here, FSI panel? Mix and match. Yeah, that's right. Like, I think some people get a little bit carried away. You know, everything has to be all Boeing or all Airbus. Whereas what I'm really trying to do over here is what the
terrain. Too low terrain. Pull up.
Well, that didn't work, did it? Maybe teleporting ourselves halfway across the world via FSI panel wasn't the play there. Right, new plan. Oh, the Boeing X, awesome, Rob. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to not have it for my Boeing flying. It's basically the PMDG that kind of got me into it. Cheers, Blind Ox, will do. Hey, first time chatter on Twitch, and of course it's a bloody bot. Get out of here. Be gone. Oh no, we don't want 2.8 left, do we? We want. It's only 3 knots, but yeah. We'll be good. We'll go into the not tailwind. Yeah, I'm not really trying to build a Boeing cockpit or an Airbus cockpit. I'm just trying to build a cockpit that's great at going across multiple types of airliners. Excuse me. Yeah, it's on Windows 11. Because I know what will happen. I'll try to build an Airbus cockpit and I'll tighten the final screw and then I'll be like, oh, what about Boeing? And then I'll be like, oh, damn it.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
What's with the background music? I like it. How's it going, Alfie?
Too low terrain. Tank rate.
Done it again.
Too low terrain. Pull up.
Why is it doing that?
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
What is going on with your FSI panel? You don't like it here at San Francisco, do you?
Pull up.
Alright. Maybe not San Francisco. Oh, Vegas! Let's go to Vegas. Oh, I want to go back to Vegas. I liked Vegas. Should we go 1.9 left? Near enough, isn't it? Vegas was cool. How's it going, Oxley? Don't blame me in the slightest. Do I gamble? I did when I was in Vegas. Like, not big. I'm talking like, I gambled like $4. So, yeah, wasn't exactly big time. There's a picture of me somewhere, I've got it on my phone, of like me looking so happy that I won like $2.50 in the Bellagio. I was like, yes, I'll show them. That's how we do it. Right, let's get the plane fired. Which rudder set do I have? I've got... Alright, Rob, see you later. Whatever. Which rudder pedals do I have? I've got the Logitech ones. Which are okay. They're not bad. For 100 quid. Sort of. It's what I would expect for 100 quid, really. Good. Right. Kailas. Let's do 0-1 right. See if it works this time, shall we? Oh, damn it. Okay, so FSI panel now should be setting up the plane for us. What sim is this? Flight Sim 2024. Thrust levers into climb. There we go. Oh, that's a cool view, isn't it? Is that the orb? Is that like the little... Is that in the sim? Yeah, it is, isn't it? No way, that's cool. Las Vegas looking beautifully melted. It's also got Mandalay Bay, MGM, that's sort of Luxor, I guess, with that light beam going up. Can't quite see the stratosphere, can we? That's where I stayed. Of course I did. It was cheap. And so am I. Alright, it's time for us to go to work. Hold the brakes. I can just see the stratosphere loading in now, I think.
1,000.
Stratosphere felt like an odd place. Like, it was really nice when you were in it. Like, not as nice as the other hotels, like the Bellagio and whatever, but... yeah, once you're inside it, it was cool. It just felt really sketchy being outside of it. Like, if you step outside of it, even just step out the doors, walk across where, like, the cars come in and all that, all of a sudden it just felt really seedy and horrible. It's like they took a bet when they built it, and they built it really far away from the main strip, leaving a bit of a gap between it and the rest of the strip. And I think they kind of thought, well, the rest of that strip will get filled in, because we've kind of created the end of the strip, left a gap, and then all these other big hotels will come in.
400.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, as soon as you step outside, you're just approached by, like, random people trying to get money off you, and... yeah, it didn't feel good.
200.
Whereas, step outside the Mandalay Bay, or the Bellagio, all of a sudden it just felt like it was a little bit nicer, you know?
One hundred. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Oh, that was off centre, wasn't it? Yikes. Yeah, that wasn't good. That one good. Are there still loads of men about trying to give you leaflets for ladies? Yep. I mean, it's been a while since I was there, but yeah. I was literally walking down the strip with my wife, and I got handed a leaflet. I was like, dude. She's right there. I want to try 1.9 left. Even though there's a tailwind. What's a flaps mod? It's a 3D printed mod that I printed. I didn't design it, but I did print it. There's a video on the channel all about it. Yeah, see, there's the stratosphere look. And, like, you sort of got the wing and the encore. Which... what is going on here? Yeah, by comparison, that feels to me where the strip kind of ends, and then you just got this gulf in between. Yeah, it would have been cool to have gone for FS Expo, really. Part of me wanted to go just to go back to Vegas again. I did find though, like after 3 days when we were there, I was sort of done with it. Definitely felt done with it. What is going on? Okay, flight plan, KLAS, arrival, ILS. What were we even doing again? Oh god, I don't know. Let's just hand fly it, shall we? Visual. Right then, where's this stinking airport? There it is. There's the globe, or the orb, or whatever it is. Oxley, surprised I didn't go to FS Expo. Great creator. Honestly, I'm not that important. Right, where's this damn runway? It was the cost, really. It was A, getting the time off work, and B, the cost of going. Like thousands it would cost thousands to have gone. And then it's like, what do you do about the kids? It's like,
1,000.
you know, I do a lot of the day-to-day grunt work of keeping them all sorted out. Like, all the money the channel's made this year would have been wiped out in an instant, I think, had I gone to Vegas. It would have been amazing, and maybe someday we can do it, but it's really hard to justify thousands and thousands of pounds on a jolly. Because, I mean, flights from the UK, they're going to be
500.
quite a bit.
400.
Hotels, similar.
300, 200, 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5,
That'll do. Bit of a downhill slope on this one, isn't there? Wasn't expecting that. Hey, do I use the standard edition or the advanced edition of FSI panel? I've got the advanced edition. Have I got rudder pedals under the table? Yeah, I have. Yeah. Airbus side joystick. Well, what we've got, I don't know if you can see from here, this is the Thrustmaster Ava base. And I've got a Warthog stick attached to it, but I've got an FSI projects, not FSI projects. FSI panel is what we're using. I've got an FS projects stick on the way. And that will screw onto my Ava base. And it will be awesome. It's even got like the little rubber gaiter, so this kind of blue rubber bit that will come with it, so it will kind of go over the Ava base and hide it. In fact, I'm going to suspend the Ava base underneath my desk, so it's all going to be completely flush. So basically it's hopefully going to look just like what we're looking at here. Can't wait. I'm going to make a little DIY vlog about it and everything. How are we at 90 viewers on the vertical and we've only got 30 likes? Honestly, you lot. YouTube vertical viewers. Rubbish. What's the matter with you? That looks like a weird terrain issue over there. What's going on over there? I need to go and check that out. Surely that's going to like snap into place as we get closer, right? Surely. What is going on over here? Okay, I feel like I'm playing Tony Hawk's. What's going on here? Let's go. I feel like this is going to snap in a minute and like, you know, sort of go flat or something. We are going to need a bit of juice to get up here, aren't we? Alright, let's go for a an Indy 900. Ah! Okay, see if we can skid around here. Good job we didn't land on that other runway. Here we go. This is so cool. I'm honestly a little bit shocked. I guess if ever there was a case for buying some scenery for Vegas, this was probably it. That's weird, that. Like, I don't know if that's a me issue or like an everyone issue. No way. Yeah, Tony Hawk's 2024 edition. Love Tony Hawk's. Love me some Tony Hawk's. Right. Where should we go? What's the code for Chicago? K-O-R-D? Is it Cord? Chicago. Where are you? There you are. Look how many runs. Goodness me. 27 left? No idea if that's a good one or not. Let's go for it. Have I got any of the wing wear gear? Wing gear? No, I don't. Though I do have a Wing Flex FCU Cube, which I like a lot. A little bit more money than the Wing stuff. I haven't tried the Wing stuff either, to be clear. so I've got no beef or anything, you know, with it, because obviously I don't know. But what I can say is that the wing flex stuff I very much enjoyed using. And I'd love to try the wing stuff too. EGLC. Where's EGLC?
2,500.
That is... I don't know. Where's EGLC? Oh, London, of course. I was thinking like Lancaster. Why would it be that? Never mind. Oh, the plane's still angry at me for trying to take off, isn't it? Alright, here we go. We have control. Barely, but we have control. Cheers, Andrew. We were just saying a minute ago, we've got like 70 viewers and only 30 likes, so it's like over half the people don't like the stream. I'm sure that's not how it actually works, but... Does my Thrustmaster throttles work? Mine don't. Yeah. Yeah, mine work a treat. Why can't I clear that error? Never mind. What's on my eCam? It's because we just tried taking off on what can only be described as a skate park in Las Vegas, and I wasn't in flaps. I was in flaps full, and it's very angry at me because it wanted flaps 5 because it thought we were taking off. And we teleported here to Chicago, and it won't clear itself. So we'll do that once we land. Is it me or are the Pappies in totally the wrong place? Aren't the Pappies supposed to be next to the touchdown marker? Yeah, that's why we've got 4 reds on the Pappies, and we are on the ILS, according to the ILS at least.
300. 200. 200.
I think the ILS is coming in a little bit high too, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
50.
Yeah, it was.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Okay, so ILS brings you in high. Happy say you're low, therefore bringing you in super high. This airport is not great. KPSP, if you don't mind landing a non-ILS into 3-1 left. Go on then, Bob. Nice to see you, Bob, by the way. How you doing? How come there aren't animals in the game? I don't know. Like, I've tried to find animals. I've tried to find ships. I've tried to find, like, you know, all that stuff. I can't find any of it. Right, where are you sending me, Bob? What did you say? KP? SP. Oh, Palm Springs. 3-1 left, you say. What are my tips for earning credits early on in the career mode? Lewis, to be honest, I don't really play the career mode. It's not really my jam. Like, we do a lot of
ahead. Pull up.
This doesn't look like Palm Springs. Bob, am I in the right place? This was not what I was expecting. Where's it sent us? KPSP. This is not how I expected Palm Springs to look. Oh, hang on, we need to activate approach phase. Oh my lord, why has it started us over here? Maybe we should have done like a long final. That would have given us more. That would have given us a minute to... Excuse me. That would have given us a minute to have gotten our ducks in a row. Palm Springs. Where is Palm Springs? Because I thought Palm Springs was Florida when you said it. Oh, California. Okay. Immediately outing myself here as a ignorant Brit for US geography. So is this mostly private jets out here?
400.
Kind of has that vibe.
300.
Okay, 3 reds, we're a bit low. What I might do, Bob, is restart this one on a long final, give us more of a chance to come in without squirming all over the place, trying to overcorrect.
Retard. 5.
Didn't even feel that one. Should we give it one more go? Hey, light speed and robbering. Why did it start us off so weird then, I wonder? Private and airliners, okay. So would you normally fly over these mountains, or would you sort of come in at a more of an angle? Okay, let's adjust the compass, that might help. KPSP, indeed. More to the right. At least that's what SimBrief gives, okay. So maybe...
2,500.
Maybe vectors would have been the better way to have done it then. If we give it a whirl, if we sort of bring ourselves out. Still full flap? Yeah. Yeah, for landing. Appreciate you don't always have to do full flap, but that's what we're doing. So we'll follow this river, shall we? Or whatever that is. Aim for the river, down, yeah, aim, okay, dive right. Okay, cool. Yeah, rivers are normally a pretty good clue, aren't they, in the sim? If in doubt, if you can see a river, maybe follow it. Now. Cool. Steve Perry. Concentrating now, Bob. I've gone quiet. Feels like we're too low.
400.
Yeah, way too low. Oh, that's annoying.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard.
Other than the lowness, that wasn't too bad. It's weird in real life, desert all round, then boom, greenery. Yeah. I guess that's why they call it Palm Springs, right? It's nice though, nice area. How's it going, George? Does a replay tool of FS24 support taking over at final with the exact config you had? Don't know. Don't know. Right, I've got time for one last landing because at 9:30, at 9:30, my wife and I are opening a rather delicious bottle of red wine that's in the kitchen. Drinking on a school night. Where should we go? That isn't Paro. Where shall we go? Could do London City. Someone suggested that, didn't they? EGLC. Ah, Bob. Thanks for gifting the members. A legend. Absolute legend. Thanks for that. Be sure to say thanks to Bob in the comments there if you got a membership. What a hero. Thank you, Bob. 279. Now I'm in an A320, which I think technically wouldn't go into London City, would it? However, we'll make it work. That's the spirit, Philip. Yeah, I mean, I did suggest perhaps one each, but that, I sort of got that look. It's like, okay. One to share, fine. I was thinking the other day, like, red wine is probably one of the greatest inventions, I think, of all time. Oh, look at that for a light. Oh, damn. See, this is the thing with Flight Sim 24, like, when it works, like, when it comes together, like, flippin' heck, it's good. No, Philip, I'm not. I'm a bit of a Philistine, I'm afraid. We did see one in the shop the other day. Oh, Nick, what a nightmare. Localizer at Cancun failed yesterday, and there went my flight. Yeah, like, let's just get PMG into the sim. Let's get the stability quirks worked out, and yeah, then we're cooking, aren't we, really? That looks really good, doesn't it? I'd love to do a compare and contrast to 2020 at this moment. PFD's a bit bright now, isn't it? In light of all of that. Yeah, get the PMDGs over, Nick, like you say, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. I don't even care if they give us 2020 ports. Like, don't give us full 2024 versions if they don't need to. Like, okay, so looking at the ILS right now, we're on the money, but the Pappies say we are not. Which one do we believe? Who knows? That's the fun.
1,000.
Crazy steep glide slope into here. I'm inclined to think that maybe the Pappies are wrong.
500.
Mind you, the glide slope's slowly dropping away from us as well, isn't it? Even though we're doing 1,200 feet per minute descent rate.
300.
Don't worry, guys, leave it to me.
200.
Tank brake. Tank brake.
40, 30, 20. Retard.
Little bit of a bump. Little bit of a bump. What's the landing rate on that? I think that's going to be a 4 or 500, right? Oh no, 373. Not too bad. Let's give it one more go. One more time for the people. Roger says always the Pappies. As in always the Pappies right or always the Pappies wrong? I would say the Pappies
Terrain
are
ahead.
wrong usually on the
Pull
sim.
up.
There you go, Rob. You're in the big time now. None of this mucking about. So the good news for you, Rob, is you can now join the Discord as a channel member, which means you get to hear all about the Air Not Virtual Airline, which you'll need to, because once you start simming, you're going to need all that info. Looking good. The liveries do. King Bob, yeah. Depends on the plane. I'm led to believe that my Build's A300 livery won't work in the upgraded 2024 plane. So I'm told. Westcastle, good to see you, mate. We are landing into London City. This is the last landing of the night. So you've arrived for the grand finale. Alright, my controls. Not sure those flight directors are being useful, are they? That ILS is starting to get steeper. There's 1,000 feet per minute, isn't cutting it anymore. We need to drop down to more like 1,300 feet per minute. 1,200. Crazy airport this, isn't it, when you just think about it? Like, the fact that it even exists at all when you consider how exclusive and expensive real estate is within London. And then the crazy kind of logistics of getting the planes in and out. Wild. Absolutely wild.
300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London City Airport, where local time is goodness knows what. What is the time? Hey, it's 9:30. Wine o'clock, where local time is wine o'clock. Yeah, what a cool airport. Again, maybe some scenery could be maybe not the worst idea for this one. Because this feels a little bit on the generic side, doesn't it? A little bit on the generic side. How come I do vertical streams? I do both. Some people like vertical, some people don't. So I just try and be where the people are. Rather than making them come to where I am, I go to where they are. It also means we can take that same feed and put it out to TikTok. So there's a number of advantages. Happy days. Right, you lot. It's time for me to go in and enjoy that rather delicious bottle of wine. Thank you all very much indeed for coming along. Sorry it was a bit of a random stream tonight. I didn't think I was going to be able to, and then turns out I was able to. So kind of last minute I made a decision. It's like, do I do a really short flight on VATSIM, but then there's like a lead time because I need to make a thumbnail, I need to decide where I'm going, I need to make a plan, I need to like get the whole thing set up, or I can just quickly dive in and just chill out with you all, have a chat, and do some nice flying. But we will be back very soon for some proper flights in 2024 on VATSIM, rest assured. Get subbed and ring the bell so you don't miss anything. Until next time, guys, take it easy. Tristan, check out the video on my channel. There's a video all about it. It's 3D printed. I will see you all next time. Take it easy. Look after yourselves. I'll see you soon. Cheers.